Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I was reading all the comments and there was a lot of opinions and I get it because I have to clarify again that English is not my first language. I actually started my career in Spanish in Mexico and Guatemala, so I never received any class in English. That's why I heard iodine, and I would say iodine, but I heard iodine. You know, it's difficult for me to understand some words, even if it's chemistry. I needed to clarify that. That's why if I don't get some words or I can't give my opinion in the most eloquent way, that's why. Also, yeah, I worked in a restaurant before. I don't see that as a bad thing. And what else I needed to clarify? Oh yeah, that I said that the show was amazing. I just really liked the direction, the production, the acting of the show, not the actual thing. Even though I need to be more conscious of that actually happened, it happened in real life, so I need to be a little bit more conscious about that. But I was just trying to give props to the people that worked in the show, to making the show. And yeah, I think that's it. So I'm gonna watch second episode. Also, thank you for letting me know more about her, so they needed to not look weak. That's a fact that actually helps. And me being frustrated because no one is like wearing equipment, mask, and they don't have like they don't show they have a contingency plan. And in my career, it's like they teach you a lot about having precautions, and it's more of like the production part in a factory. All the precautions you have to have, like Six Sigma and the certifications, the ISO certifications. So what I do, I just recently graduated, and my minor is in food technology. So what I do in my work right now, that I just actually started last month, is to have my end product with the less costs and more efficiency possible. So that's what I do in my actual job. I'm not a nuclear reactor expert. But yeah, imagine just having thermodynamics, chemical thermodynamics, and organic chemistry, all of those classes in English, if English is not your first language. It actually is Spanish. So I just needed to clarify that once again. I'm going to chill out with the not being prepared for a contingency plan, or not knowing that a reactor can explode, because that was like a long time ago.
It's uranium decay, 5235.
Reactor fuel.
Uranium. So that's what they were using.
Signally.
Isotopes of uranium, they are mildly radioactive.
Report that the situation in Chernobyl is stable.
There's only one place in the entire facility where you will find graphite. Inside the core. If there's graphite on the ground outside, it means it wasn't a control system tank that exploded. It was the reactor core. It's open.
And And as for the radiation...
Yes, 3.6 Rontgen, which, by the way, is not the equivalent of one chest X-ray. I think the true number is much, much higher. If I'm right, this fireman was holding the equivalent of 4 million chest X-rays in his hand.
There's no place for alarmist hysteria.
It's not alarmist if it's a fact. An RBMK reactor uses uranium-235 as fuel. Every atom of U-235 is like a bullet, traveling at nearly the speed of light, penetrating everything in its path: woods, metal, concrete, flesh. Winds will carry radioactive particles across the entire continent. Rain will bring them down on us.
Tell me how a nuclear reactor works, or I'll have one of these soldiers throw you out of the helicopter.
Okay.
We use something called fission. You take an unstable element like uranium-235, which has too many neutrons. If we put enough uranium atoms close together, the bullets from one atom will
They will want to go opposite
The
ways.
force of this impact splits that atom apart, releasing a tremendous amount of energy.
I don't need you.
Wow.
Please, please.
When are they taking him?
Now.
Get us over that building, or I'll have you shot.
Oh my god.
If you fly directly over that core, I promise you by tomorrow morning you'll be begging for that bullet. But I've been assured there is no problem.
I'm telling you that there is.
I prefer my opinion to yours.
I'm a nuclear physicist. Before you were deputy secretary, you worked in a shoe factory.
Yes, I worked in a shoe factory. And now I'm in charge.
Stable iodine will keep your thyroid from absorbing radioactive iodine.
Please, tell me how an RBMK reactor core explodes. I'm not prepared to explain it at this time. Understand that even with lead shielding, it may not be enough.
Lead shielding. I'm going to have to translate that too.
These helicopters drop water on it like frost. You don't understand, this isn't a fire. The heat will instantly vaporize the water.
How do we put it out?
Sand?
You are dealing with something that has never occurred on this planet before. Boron and sand. That'll create problems of its own, but I don't see any other way. The wind is carrying all that smoke, all that radiation. At least evacuate Pripyat. It's 3 kilometers away.
That's my decision to make.
Then make it.
I mean, it will go much easier if you talk to me about the things you do understand and not about the things you do not understand.
They cannot fly directly over the fire, a minimum of a 10-meter perimeter.
They are heroes. Seriously, heroes.
They're dropping sand and boron on the fire.
That's what I would do.
The whole world knows. Not letting children play outside.
Think of those children.
The guards arrested this woman at the south checkpoint.
I know that your reactor core is exposed. I know dropping sand and boron on it, which you probably thought was smart, but you've made a mistake. Smothering the core will put the fire out, but the temperature will eventually increase. It will melt
I'm
down.
perfectly aware. But I estimate at least a month before it melts through the lower concrete pad, which gives us time.
No, you don't have a month. You have approximately 2 days. Yes.
Thanks to her insight, we are now aware that the tanks are, in fact, full.
Of water. Yeah, why is that a problem?
Lava enters these tanks. It will instantly superheat and vaporize approximately 7,000 cubic meters of water, causing a significant thermal explosion. Everything within a 30-kilometer radius will be completely destroyed, including the 3 remaining reactors at Chernobyl. Release of radiation will be severe and will impact all of Soviet Ukraine.
A nearly permanent disruption of the food and water supply. Steep increase in the rates of cancer and birth defects. I don't know how many deaths there will be, but many.
More than
So
50 million people living in Belarusia and Ukraine.
60, yes.
And how long before this happens?
Approximately 48 to 72 hours. It can only be opened manually from within the duct system itself. So we need to find 3 plant workers who know the facility well enough to enter the basement and give us the access we need to pump out the tanks. Of course, we will need your permission.
They'll likely be dead in a week.
We're asking for your permission to kill 3 men.
Those people should know what they're doing. That they would be heroes. People should know that they saved 60 million people.
Great, so we'll need 3 men. We'll need to know the basement layout. And of course, any volunteers will be rewarded. A yearly stipend of 400 rubles.
Why should we do this? For what, 400 rubles?
You'll do it because it must be done. You'll do it because nobody else can. And if you don't, millions will die. And if you tell me that's not enough, I won't believe you. This is what has always set our people apart. 1,000 years of sacrifice in our veins. And every generation must know its own suffering.
That monologue.
Baranov.
They will do it. There's good in people. But they don't say their names. Suicide mission. Why are the uranium is no, is this the I can't. The uranium already ruined the flashlights and the intercommunicators, but I'm guessing they do their job. They do what they have to do. There's a lot of water. I didn't know it was so much. So shocked with what happened, what actually happened in the Chernobyl plant. I hope that I answered a little bit of the comments. Thank you for watching. Comment, even if it's, that you didn't like my reaction. Tell me. I want to keep it going. People that may or not agreed on something, talking and being respectful about it, but give your opinion. Why not? It's a free world. It's a free internet. And see you on the next one. Bye.